Hi, I'm Seth McDaniel. I'm an agronomist here at First Farmers Co-op out of the Lexington location. Today we're just north of the store here with our intensively managed corn plot on R&S Farms. What we're looking to accomplish with the First Acre plots is we're using some new technologies, some new products, and we're trying to raise our fertility levels to where that corn plant will not need anything throughout the season in order to maximize our yields on these acres. From a nitrogen standpoint, we had a goal to apply 1.25 units of nitrogen per targeted bushel that we're going after. So here we targeted a 250 bushel yield goal, and at this point in the season we have a little over 320 units, so we're actually above that 1.25 mark. We've also shot to have our sulfur ratio at an 8 to 10 units of nitrogen per unit of sulfur, which is a very key component when utilizing the nitrogen that we have on this field. This particular hybrid is 118 day. We have a final stand of 30,800 plants per acre. We utilize some technologies through Winfield R7, a field monitoring tool, and a FFT, which is a field forecasting tool, is a crop model that we use to simulate different scenarios to where we can get the most bang for our buck when we're putting in inputs on these acres. We've kept a close eye on these acres since planting and monitored it at each stage. We pulled tissue samples at V4 in order so that we can make our herbicide application at V5 to eliminate that stress at V6, which is a very important time in the corn plant's life because it's determining rows around. At the time that we pulled the tissue sample here, there was no deficiencies in the field, therefore there was nothing to add into our herbicide application at V5 other than a product we use called Takeoff. This product helps the corn plant draw more nitrogen out of the soil. It's like a big rat wheel. So it basically spins the wheel faster to tell the plant it needs more nitrogen than really it does at that time in order to get more into the plant. And by drawing nitrogen through mass flow, it tags along a lot of other nutrients at the same time. What we're looking at here is one of the most key components to this corn plant's life, and it's getting off to a good start. You got to have a good root system in order to take up all these nutrients and to really utilize this high fertility situation that we have here. One of the products we use is called a veil, which is used to make our phosphorus more available to the corn plant at any stage in life really, but especially early on when establishing that root mass is so important. And this one here, it looks to have took full advantage of it and has made a very healthy stalk, and the whole field is pretty much even like this throughout. What we have here is just a cross section of some of these plants out here, which it's a little late in the year. I mean, it's already tasseling and silking, so we won't be using it to actually stage the crop, but this is what we've looked at throughout the year. To stage the corn, a V4 corn plant, the first four nodes is in this crown right here. The first separation, that'll be V5, as the inner nodes will lengthen, making this separation easier to see, but for all intents and purposes, that'll be V5, the next space be V6, V7, and you'll continue that until there's less than 1/4 of an inch of separation in them nodes, and that's where you stop. So if I got the V7 and the next node was less than 1/4 of an inch, I would call it plant V7, which is very crucial with our herbicide timings. I touched on tissue sampling there a little bit. That's something we really utilize with these First Acre plots, whether it be corn or beans. We pull them at crucial stages in the plant's life, and where it's convenient that we're going to be making a pass over that field of the sprayer anyway, so that we can tag in any products that we need at that time. We pulled this one at V4 so we could apply at V5. We pulled another stage at another tissue sample at V12 just to kind of see what was going on, so we have our heads up going into tassel. The field forecasting tool had us pegged for this field to tassel on the 12th of June, which it was right on the money. We pulled a tissue sample 3 days ago at this tassel stage, and we're waiting on that to come back in order to make a fungicide application, and we're going to tag in any max-in products that we need in order to address deficiencies that may show up in this corn plant this time. This is Seth McDaniel. If you have any questions about managing your corn crop, do not hesitate to contact your local First Farmers agronomist. First Farmers Co-op is proud to be first on your farm.